Alright guys, welcome back. We are now on part 20 of Final Fantasy IV Advance. I'm just running a quick save in case it didn't take the first time or something, I don't know. Anyway, so when we last left off, we had just finally found a save point inside the Giant of Babel. And we are... Alright, I need to stop taking damage. Because if there's a save point, that means there's likely a boss coming up, or we're at the halfway point, or both. So... that's fine. Alright, so what's up ahead? Stairwell of the Giant. And plot. Oh, it's Rubicante. Wait, didn't we kill you? And Barbaressia. And Caignazo. And Scarmiglione. Great. Oh, well, at least Rubicante's being nice. And full healing us, so we don't need to waste healing. Alright, so now it is time to fight the 4 Elemental Lords all over again. So, the way that this fight works is, each Elemental Lord has a set amount of HP. It starts off with Scarmiglione and Rubicante, who each have 30,000 HP. And then after these two, we'll fight Barbaressia and Caignazo, and then Barbaressia. So, once we pass the 30,000 HP mark, Scarmiglione will switch over to Rubicante. Oops, we do not want that. We want Kiraga. And then once Rubicante is defeated, he'll switch to Caignazo, and then eventually to Barbaressia. Now, as you might guess, by that straight 9 you just saw, Scarmiglione is weak to fire. So we are going to blast him with our most powerful fire attacks. And now, crap. And of course now we have a Faraga ready to... Well, that's kind of awkward. Oh, and Rubicante doesn't have his, oh, by the way, you hit me with fire, I'm going to heal you now thing. Which kind of sucks. So now Rubicante is Ice Weak. And thankfully Galera is not nearly as nasty as when he used it during the original fight. Actually, I should put everybody in regen. Even though the healing is utterly pathetic with it, it still is healing. Free healing is better than no healing. Alright, so let's go ahead and slam him with another Blizzaga. And that should switch us over to Caignazo. Or put us very close to Caignazo. I'm going to wait until after this Blizzaga is cast so I don't accidentally heal Caignazo. Oh, nope. He's still got some health left, so one more good hit. Now we've got Caignazo. And Caignazo, as you might remember, is weak to thunder. If we had hit him with ice, he would have simply healed, which would have sucked. Now, Kaignizo and Barbarosia only have a total of 50,000 HP, unlike Rubicante and Scarmiglione, who have 60,000 total. So they have about 25,000 each. Alright, now we're at Barbarosia, who absorbs Thunder, unfortunately, but is weak to Holy, the actual Holy spell, and Holy Element. No, actually, she apparently does not absorb Thunder. Oh, that's good. But yeah, she does not like Holy at all. And if Rosa was a bit higher level, she would also be joining in on this damage. Still has that slow Petrify, though, which really sucks. But they should be almost dead. Yep. And for winning, we get a nice chunk of experience and Gil. Alright, before we go any further, we're going back to that save point, because healing. Nope. Nope, 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 screw you. Run away. Yeah, this is why we want a Soma drop, because it increases our max MP. Also, spoiler alert, the real boss of the Giant of Babel is at the end of that corridor, so we want to, and we will be losing access to Fusoya at the end of it, so we want to go ahead and unequip him. He's not going to be needing this stuff. Probably save before I run off to slay the giant, as it were. And we can just run away from the enemies. Now, in this corridor, there is a unique enemy you may want to spend time trying to encounter. I'm not trying to complete the bestiary, so I really don't care. And now we are at the CPU. And pretty much what Fusoya said, we need to destroy the defense node, which is that lower node. Because the defense node can heal the CPU bypassing Reflect. So that thing needs to die. Oh, and now we do not want to break the attack node, even though it does an attack all. Because killing the attack node will make the CPU do an insta-kill attack, and then restore both nodes. Okay, good, that did not break the attack node. Now what you can do is you can use you can use reflect piercing attacks to attack the CPU. Let me see, I believe Holy is reflect piercing. Meteor is definitely reflect piercing, but it would also kill the attack node, which is bad. Most summons are also reflect piercing, such as Sylph. And a nice little bit of healing as well. Okay, so Holy is not reflect piercing. That is really awkward, actually. So Fusuya is now strictly on healing duty. Fortunately, Fusuya also has access to Full Life, which is basically revive with a full restore on health. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can dispel the core. Because if we can dispel the core, that means we can blast it with magic. Nope. Let's go ahead and drain that guy. Now, as you might imagine, the CPU has a not-insignificant amount of HP. Meaning that this is one of the endgame bosses. But it's dead now, so we can unload on the attack node without fear. And with the CPU destroyed, the giant has stopped. And oh look, it's Golbez. And it's more psychedelic rainbows. And Fusuya keeled over. Dun dun dun. Oh, Fusuya is not dead. Alright, Cecil, now is not the time to be having an existential crisis. Oh, look, it's Kane. Thank you, Edge. Voice of sanity. Revolving door. First he's a good guy, then he's a bad guy, then he's a good guy again, then he's a bad guy again, then he's a good guy, but oh wait, he was really a bad guy, and now he's a good guy again. Seconded. Well, he's putting on a very convincing act. Yes, tell your best healer and your best damage dealer. You're like 10. So I guess we'll be having Golbez and Fusoya in our party. Once we actually catch up to them. Or not. You know there's another entrance, Cecil, on the other side. Alright, so before we actually head over to the Crystal Palace, we're going to go take the Hummingway's advice. So let's head back to the planet. Or, yeah, head back to the blue planet, rather. AKA Earth. Let's see. That's Agart. Where is Mysidia? Should be right around here? Here we go. So if we go to the Hall of Prayers, which is behind the Crystal Room, we can swap any character except for Cecil with any of our previous characters, who are all appropriately leveled up to meet our current level, which is very useful, because, take for example, Palom here, our wonderful former black mage who turned himself to stone. He has obtained quite a significant number of new spells. He actually has, not to mention, as you can see, his intellect is about the same as Rydia's, though his spirit is significantly less. Intellect is used for black magic, spirit is used for white magic. So as you can see, Rosa has a ridiculous amount of spirit. So yeah. But he has all the third tier spells, which is actually going to be really useful, because we're going to take him and his sister, because we still have a couple side quests to run through. Actually, this seems like a really bad idea. We're going to take Porum. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll go with an all-mage party. And since we swapped out some characters, so what that signifies is there is now the Cave of Ordeals over at Mount Ordeals, which allows you to get bonus equipment for the former party members. Basically a new weapon for each one. That is significantly better than the equipment you can get up to this point, and almost as good as the normal endgame equipment. But we're not going there just yet. We're actually heading over to the Land of Summons, because we have something we need to do. We need to go beat the crap out of Leviathan. Because I was kind of slacking off on that, and we should have actually done it before we went to the moon, so that we can get all the final summons, but yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Let's put Rosa up here. And of course, Porum also has received quite a number of new spells. Alright, now we're not really going to bother exploring too much because we've already been through here once. We're not going to bother fighting too much because these enemies will give crap for experience at the point that we're at. All we're really trying to do now is get down to the town of Summon Monsters so that we can go and fight Leviathan. I just need to remember how the hell to get through this dungeon. And we're going with an all-mage party because Leviathan is... First, Leviathan is weak to thunder. Second, we're going to have 2 healers, so that way we can keep our health nice and topped off, because Leviathan only attacks with magic. Oh. Man, I'm just going all the wrong way. I don't care! Really? There we go. Now that we are in the town of Summons, let's run on over to the inn, or rather the save point of Summons. Save here. Alright. Time to go beat down a serpent. So Leviathan always starts off the battle with Tidal Wave, which hits for a not insignificant amount of damage. And every time he changes his sprite, he casts Tidal Wave, so you want to make sure to keep everybody nice and healthy for when Tidal Wave hits, so that you don't instantly die. Yeah, that was a wasted Kiraga, I know. Especially considering he just now cast Tidal Wave immediately after it. Thanks, Leviathan. Now, I actually could have done this the last time I was down here, had I done it when I still had Kain in the party. Oops, I thought that was Cecil, not, Rosa. Alright, he should be almost dead. Wow, really? Damn it, Wonder Twins. We're better off just spending the time casting Thundaga instead of wasting time with Twin. There we go. Finally! Rydia has learned Leviathan. So now we have a water elemental summon at our disposal. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take the shortcut out of the Land of Summoned Monsters over here. Yeah, these don't respawn, unfortunately. And actually, now that we're back from the moon, let's go have a chat with the Smithy. See if he's got any new cool stuff for us. Oh, here we go. Now we can buy Yoichi arrows, as well as Fuma shurikens and regular shurikens, which are horrifically expensive! Really? That's awkward. $50,000 a pop. I can only buy 3 of them. But they do deal a insane amount of damage. I think I'm gonna have to hold off on that for a little bit, though. But we have a ton of Yoichi arrows for Rydia. Alright, anyway. Now, we have one other area to go to here on the blue planet, because if you remember, the former King of Baron told us to come back after we spoke with Leviathan. And by speak with Leviathan, he actually meant beat the crap out of. Word of warning, save. Oh, actually, I should probably heal first. Oh wait, I can just use Cecil's bed. Alright, so now that we're all healed up, before I actually head over to speak with the king, because, spoiler alert, there's going to be a fight. Alright, so off to the Forbidden Tower. We have returned. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes! The King of Baron is actually Odin, the Eidolon. So now we need to beat him down. Now, if you were paying attention to the little lore pages, they give you a hint. Basically, Odin was struck down when he raised his sword or Odin fell when he raised his sword and was struck by lightning, which is the cue you need to know that you're supposed to cast lightning on him, because it deals massive damage. Now, obviously, I do not have Thundaga with Rydia at the moment, But I do have Thundaga with Porum, that's why I brought 2 black mages here. Or Palom, rather. Once Odin raises his sword, you pretty much have only a very, very short time to kill him before he just instant kills the entire party. So you better start hammering him, because otherwise you die. But now we have Odin, who is actually more or less useless because he's basically just an enemy party-wide instant kill attack. Generally speaking, does not work and is horrifically expensive. Yeah. Good job, Odin. But we needed to beat down the King of Baron and obtain Odin in order to get the final summon, who is back on the moon. But before we go to the moon, we need to go through the Cave of Ordeals. All those side quests. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do the Wonder Twins first. So we'll go ahead and save here. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes. When I come back, we will start the Cave of Ordeals. So, see you guys in a little bit. Stay tuned.